The holidays are that one time of year when you really want to feel and look your best. But they're also a minefield of health woes, from cold and flu bugs to seasonal depression. Thankfully, there are things that you can do to weather the season. With us today is Renee Breitenbach. Renee is an advanced registered nurse practitioner with the Florida Department of Health. She's here to offer advice on how to stay healthy and enjoy the holidays as we shop, travel, and celebrate the holidays. Welcome, Renee.
Welcome.
Can you give us some tips for staying healthy during the holiday season this year?
Well, there's actually several things we can do. I would say the biggest thing that we can do is to just get our proper rest over the holidays. You know, the holidays, they just run us completely ragged. So we recommend that you get your proper sleep, okay? And of course, you know, everybody's concerned about maintaining their weight, which is a biggie over the holidays. So just try to stick to your regular regimen eating habits as much as possible and just be active over the holidays.
Renee, what is the single most important thing we can do as individuals in order to stay healthy over the holidays?
I think one of the biggest things that we can do is really try to control our stress levels. You know, we're just running ourselves ragged over the holidays. So just again, I'm going to reiterate getting your proper rest. That's very important. Also, you want to eat healthy, be active, and also actually financial stress is a big burden. So to control that, maybe trying to budget over the holidays and just really making wise choices. I mean, do you really have to buy that extra gift if it's going to cause such emotional stress and financial stress? So really controlling stress levels is important.
I believe that's all good advice that we can relate to. Here's one for me. Food is a big part of the holidays.
Oh, yes.
Do you have any tips on food safety or eating habits that we should practice during the holidays?
Well, I think for food, handling food properly, washing your hands, that is a biggie. After, you know, preparing your meals properly, you know, you want to cook your food at the right temperature. That's very important. Keeping the surfaces clean in the kitchen is another important factor. But again, just washing your hands. I can't stress that enough over the holidays and for food preparation, so you can stay healthy and not spread germs.
Yeah, that's probably pretty good advice all year long, just not during the holiday season.
Definitely.
Of course, the holidays always bring about flu season. And do you have any advice or recommendations for preparing for cold and flu seasons?
Well, again, you know, you want to keep your immune system healthy and primed. So by doing that, you really, again, need to get your proper sleep. Try to get 8 hours or naps in when you can. And then also what you'd like to do is get your flu vaccine. I can't stress that enough. That's very important. That's probably a big thing you can ward off the flu. And again, hand washing, and then trying, you know, to just maintain everything in a moderation. You know, we're going to drink over the holidays and celebrate with friends, but try not to do binge drinking and binge eating. That will just maintain your immune system so you can ward off the flu.
Yeah, I like the advice about sleeping.
Yes, we all
I love
need
to
it.
sleep.
Yes.
Speaking of vaccinations for flus, where could someone get a flu shot here in Polk County?
Well, any of the Department of Health, you can get a flu vaccine. You know, your primary care providers, your doctor's offices always provide the flu shots. Also, many of the local pharmacies and grocery stores also provide flu shots.
Yeah, I've seen CVS and Walgreens advertising the flu
Yes,
shots.
they're always advertising. And you can just walk right in and get your flu shot.
That's probably a pretty convenient place for a lot of folks. Changing the subject, holiday blues. Combating holiday blues is another part of staying mentally healthy over the holidays. Can you describe what the blues are?
Well, I think the holiday blues is just really a nice term for depression over the holidays. Many people, you know, the holidays it's hard for many people because they've lost a loved one like a spouse or a parent or a child. Also, they might be away from their family over the holidays. They might be serving in the military, or their just work brings them or takes them away, I should say, from their families. So they're alone. So that's pretty much what the holiday blues is, that it's really a tough time for people.
Can you distinguish maybe between melancholia and the holiday blues?
Well, you know, we all have our melancholic days, you know, but the holiday blues is that you might not want to do things, you might not want to get out of bed, things like that. So when it kind of affects your daily activities, that's more the holiday blues. And you know, there's different things that you can do to try to combat them. You know, basically just talking to friends and family about your feelings, that's important. And if you know somebody that has lost someone recently, you know, reach out to them. It's important.
Yeah, particularly this time of year. I'm sure that's great advice. How can we be aware of the blues and try to alleviate them, or as you were speaking, help other people that you may recognize that they may be suffering from that holiday depression?
Well, just again, you know, be aware if if they lost someone close to them, you know, and maybe try to bring them out, you know, take them places and try to keep them active over the holidays. And then, you know, there's always those that really suffer severe depression over the holidays. And I can't stress enough, if it gets so bad that you have thoughts of harming yourself or anything, please seek professional medical advice right away. You know, attention. Don't wait. And hopefully it subsides after the holidays, the holiday blues. But if it doesn't, again, you know, get to your doctor right away. Okay.
Yeah, I suspect there's probably support groups that would help people with those kind of issues as well.
Yes, there's support groups. There's mental health counselors out there that you can reach out to, some counseling. Again, talking about it. If you lost a loved one, they always say, you know, maybe celebrate their life too. That always helps. Like if they had a favorite holiday song or, you know, holiday food, you know, just celebrate their life. Sometimes that helps to combat the depression. Is there anything on the mypolkhealth.org website that you'd like to call attention to this time of year? Right. Well, we're going to have some safety tips posted up there on holiday health awareness. So you can go to the Florida Department of Health website. Also, the CDC is a really great resource and website that you can go to get all your safety tips for. Okay. Is there anything else that you'd like to tell us about holiday health, or some things that we need to know, or places that we could learn? You know, I just think that preventative care, as I mentioned, you know, the vaccines, hand washing, also holiday safety, you know, wear your seatbelt over the holidays, things like that, so to be safe. And that's pretty much it. Renee, thanks so much for joining us. Thank you. Thank you for having me here today. Remember, the holidays are a time to enjoy loved ones, celebrate life, be thankful, and reflect on what's important. The holidays are also an important time to appreciate the gift of health. Support health and safety for yourself and others by seeking help and advice. There are a lot of online resources and telephone helplines to get information that can make the holidays merry. You can start with www.mypolkhealth.org or dial 211 for the United Way Guide to Community Services for Polk County. Both sources can direct you to what you need. Enjoy a safe and happy holiday season.